there's always going to be a metric to measure money with, to measure wealth with, to measure assets with. So what will Bitcoin's measurement be? What's up guys, and welcome to today's insight video. So in today's video I want to very quickly and simply go over the topic of what we should actually value Bitcoin in. Should we value our Bitcoin in anything? And now this video was inspired to me by a friend I was talking to yesterday, and made some good points. In case you guys didn't see, very recently we've covered what we should value our altcoins in, right? And you can check that video out down below. So I thought I'd switch it up and do this video about what should we value our Bitcoin in. We talk about valuing altcoins in Bitcoin or valuing altcoins in US dollar, or having your own perspective on how you value your portfolio. But how do you value your Bitcoin portfolio? How do you look at your Bitcoin? What do you judge it in? Do you value your Bitcoin in gold? In Litecoin? Which you can do, it's down to you. Do you value it in US dollar? Do you take into consideration the inflation surrounding the US dollar and other fiat currencies? Even for long-term holders of Bitcoin, at some point in the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years, you're going to want to buy a house with your profits, right? You're going to want to buy a car. You're going to want to improve your life around you in some shape or form, utilizing your Bitcoin. So how are you going to value that Bitcoin? Are you going to value it in real estate? Like 1 Bitcoin equals 1 2-bedroom house? Will 1 Bitcoin equal however many ounces or kilograms of gold? And I suppose this is a very open question, but it's a question that people need to look at. The establishment's going to value Bitcoin. What's it going to measure Bitcoin in? And yes, a lot of people are going to say Bitcoin will be the reserve for everything. Okay, but let's look at gold. Gold, I would say, is still the ultimate wealth preserver. I know it's suppressed. I know it's manipulated. I know millennials don't really like precious metals anymore, but it's stood the test of time. It's atoms. It's still all about gold and silver to a certain extent for wealth preservation. And we still measure gold in ounces. We still measure gold in dollars, in pounds sterling, in euros, maybe even in Bitcoin. There's always going to be a metric to measure money with, to measure wealth with, to measure assets with. So what will Bitcoin's measurement be? What will be the digital version of ounces and kilograms? I don't know, you guys tell me. It's worth thinking about, right? It kind of makes you think. And also as well, the establishment, I think personally that Bitcoin is on a trajectory where it's becoming more of a store of value rather than a currency or a payment system. That seems to be the direction Bitcoin is steering towards. Whether or not people agree or dislike that, again, that's another debate for another video. Okay, yes, we have Lightning Network as well, yeah, granted, blah blah blah. But if that's the case, what's going to be the digital currency? We had e-gold, which back in the late 90s. What's it going to be now? Ripple? Electronic dollar? So these are the things you've got to think about, especially if you're long term with this. You've got to kind of look at these things and try and understand the different variables that can come into this. Because I think the way Bitcoin is going, the thing is, like, no one's using Bitcoin for micro transactions. No one can. The fees are still a bit high. But at the moment, Bitcoin is more so being used as a store of value, as a long-term investment, as a hedge against the legacy system. Wait, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what are you going to measure that in? What's the equivalent of that? What's the digital kilos and ounces? That's today's big question. So we have digital gold, granted. We have digital silver, Litecoin, maybe, I don't know. Bitcoin Cash, I don't know. Ethereum is probably the second digital reserve for the markets, because Ethereum has such a massive influence in the space. Like, the vast majority of digital tokens are running on Ethereum's protocol. How are we measuring this digital wealth? Is this a stupid question? I don't believe in stupid questions. It's not really a question, it's an open question. I'm trying to trigger a discussion here, okay? I'm trying to trigger a conversation with you guys. So let me know what you think. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to this. But what is the establishment's metrics? And where is the trajectory of Bitcoin going? And I think there's going to be a digital gold and there's going to be a digital currency in terms of use cases.